Hi, I'm Evan Johnson, and I love movies, and it has been a bit since the last episode. So let's not waste any more time, we have a lot to catch up on. Here's everything I watched in March. Alien rewatch. Watched this again for my very first dinner in a movie. If you haven't seen that, go ahead and check it out. 10 out of 10. Avatar rewatch. I've given this movie a lot of crap. That's not that bad. 7 out of 10. All Quiet on the Western Front. A lot of people gave this one crap as well. And I understand why. 8 out of 10. Avatar, The Way of Water. Leagues better than the original. 8 out of 10. Annihilation rewatch. I really need to read the book. 9 out of 10. Top Gun. This honestly was a cheesy good time. 7 out of 10. Top Gun Maverick. This was not as cheesy, and I really wish I saw it in the theater. 9 out of 10. Triangle of Sadness. Honestly, I don't know how to review this one. 7 out of 10. The Banshees of Inisherin. Jenny is best girl. 8 out of 10. Kunk on Earth.
Pump up the jam, pump it up while your feet are stumping, and the jam is pump.
8 out of 10. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World rewatch. Red makes you fat? 10 out of 10. Vikings Valhalla Season 1. I had low expectations going in, but honestly was surprised at the quality. 7 out of 10. The Way Home Season 1. Hallmark, I'm proud of you. You're actually making a decent show. 7 out of 10. Thor, Love and Thunder. There's a good movie deeply buried under the forced comedy. 5 out of 10. And now it's time for April. 4 weddings and a funeral. Not gonna lie, I was more invested in the friend group than the romance. 6 out of 10. Like a lot of season 1s, I was just trying to figure out how they would continue the story, and then all of a sudden the ending just hit like a truck. 9 out of 10. Everything is raised up several notches this season. 10 out of 10. This show just gets more twisted as it goes, and honestly, I love it. 10 out of 10. She-Hulk, Attorney at Law, Season 1. Hot take, I liked this. 7 out of 10. Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. The perfect D&D movie. 8 out of 10. Dungeons and Dragons, rewatch. One of the best so bad it's good movies. 100 out of 10. Stalker. I really had to sit on this one before I could fully appreciate it. 7 out of 10. The Rehearsal, Season 1. I don't know what I was expecting, but it definitely wasn't this. 8 out of 10. Bad Batch, Season 2. This season is everything I wanted out of Season 1. 8 out of 10. Hereditary, rewatch. One of my favorite horror films. 9 out of 10. Juno. This is one of those movies that's just fucking good. 9 out of 10. Tales of the Jedi, Season 1. I loved the Dooku stuff. And the Ahsoka stuff was cool too. 7 out of 10. The Mandalorian, Season 3. I honestly go back and forth on how much I like this show. I wrote down 8 out of 10 on the notes, but honestly, I think I'm gonna give this 7. The Menu, pretty solid movie. 7 out of 10. The Sword in the Stone. I like how Merlin teaches Wart how to be a king by just turning him into random animals. 7 out of 10. I Am Groot. I Am Groot. 6 out of 10. Yeah, what's up, Doc? A funny comedy with one of the longest chases ever. Oh my god. 7 out of 10. May. Hawkeye. I honestly really enjoyed the low stakes in this show. 8 out of 10. Coco. Rewatch. Makes me tear up every damn time, man. 8 out of 10. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Not only the best in the trilogy, but also the best MCU movie. And yes, I cried. 10 out of 10. Everything, Everywhere, All at Once rewatch. Okay, I had to show my parents this masterpiece. 10 out of 10. True Detective Season 1. One of the best seasons of television ever created. 9 out of 10. The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel Season 5. At first, I was kind of underwhelmed by the ending, but the more I think about it, the more I love it. 9 out of 10. Oh wow, this was phenomenal. 10 out of 10. June. Pulp Fiction rewatch. I had to rewatch this around my anniversary with my girlfriend. 10 out of 10. Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. A lady in my theater legit got up and said, what the fuck? At that ending, 10 out of 10 from season 1. I like the show, I hate the title. 7 out of 10. John Wick 3. Glorious violence. 9 out of 10. Okay, we need to speed this up a bit. Time for a lightning round. July. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. I liked it, but I didn't love it. 7 out of 10. The Last of Us Season 1. A perfect adaptation, and I can't wait to see how they adapt the second game. 9 out of 10. Miss Marvel. The enthusiasm from Iman Vellani is infectious. 7 out of 10. The Bear Season 2. The best use of a Taylor Swift song ever. 10 out of 10. Dungeons & Dragons Honor Among Thieves rewatch. This is the most solid 8 out of 10 of all time. Star Wars Visions Season 2. Just like The Bad Batch, the second season of this show is everything I wanted from the first. 7 out of 10. Chernobyl. This series is one of the most devastating things I've ever watched. 10 out of 10. Oppenheimer. Overwhelming. 10 out of 10. Barbie. Overwhelmingly pink. 8 out of 10. No Country for Old Men. One of the most tense movies I've ever seen. 9 out of 10. Jury Duty Season 1. A very unique comedy. 8 out of 10. Beef. A funny, existential, and intense watch. 9 out of 10. August. Gran Turismo. This movie has no right being as good as it is. 8 out of 10. Secret Invasion. At first I loved it, and then I realized they could do a whole lot more with it. 6 out of 10. Vikings Valhalla Season 2. Not as good as Season 1, but still pretty good. 7 out of 10. Sound of Freedom. Honestly, pretty dang good, but the last 20 minutes feels a little out of place. 8 out of 10. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Wow, I've been missing out. 9 out of 10. September. Into the Spider-Verse. One of my favorites ever. 10 out of 10. Across the Spider-Verse rewatch. A transcendent experience. 10 out of 10. Haunting of Hill House rewatch. One of the best ghost stories ever told. 9 out of 10. Lawrence of Arabia. You know, I could see why it's Steven Spielberg's favorite movie. 9 out of 10. The Creator. I don't care what anyone says, this movie uses tropes excellently and I adore it. 10 out of 10. Steel Magnolias. This has got to be one of, if not the best friend groups in film. 8 out of 10. October, The Eras Tour. This filled the theaters more than Barbenheimer, and that's honestly kind of not surprising. 8 out of 10. Apocalypse Now. This movie was insane. Hearts of Darkness. The making of Apocalypse Now is even more insane. 9 out of 10. Mommy Dead and Dearest. You can't make this shit up. 8 out of 10. The Exorcist. This took its time a lot more than I thought it would. 8 out of 10. And The Omen. This actually made a great double feature with The Exorcist. 8 out of 10. And that concludes our lightning round. And now it's time for November. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World rewatch. This is starting to become a comfort movie for me. 10 out of 10. Lord of the Rings: The Fellowship of the Ring rewatch. Hot take, it's my favorite of the trilogy. 10 out of 10. Lord of the Rings: The Two Towers rewatch. I was showing my buddy Dalen these movies for the first time, and there's nothing better than having someone watch Helm's Deep for the first time. 10 out of 10. Return of the King rewatch. Honestly, one of the best endings to any story ever. 10 out of 10. House of the Dragon Season 1. My only complaint is that we didn't spend more time with the younger actors. 9 out of 10. Across the Spider-Verse rewatch. It hit Netflix, I had to show my parents. Like, them's just the rules. 10 out of 10. Death on the Nile. Thought it was pretty good, not as good as Orient Express. 7 out of 10. Terrifier. The best bit of this entire movie is the gun. Just gonna say it. 5 out of 10. Terrifier 2. Better than the original, but really long. 6 out of 10. Over the Garden Wall rewatch. This is just such a cozy watch, and I'm making this a habit to watch this every fall season. This time I showed my girlfriend, and she really liked it. 10 out of 10. Goosebumps Season 1. Honestly, I had a lot of fun with this. 7 out of 10. And The Northman rewatch. Honestly, not the best movie to show your friends, but I still really like it. 9 out of 10. December. Sleepless in Seattle. I loved the Tom Hanks stuff, was not a huge fan of the Meg Ryan stuff, sadly. 5 out of 10. Noel. You know, it's odd that a hitman is playing Santa in a fun, family-friendly Christmas movie. 7 out of 10. Barbarian. I will never go into the basement of an Airbnb again. 8 out of 10. The Last Kingdom, 7 Kings Must Die. Honestly, this felt like an entire new season crammed into a movie, so it was good for what it was, but I just wish we got another season. 7 out of 10. Gaslight. Honestly, I really like watching old thrillers on TCM. 7 out of 10. Serendipity. A new rom-com favorite of mine. 8 out of 10. A Christmas Story Christmas. Honestly, a pretty decent sequel to the original. 6 out of 10. My Norwegian Holiday. Guys, it's kind of a miracle. Hallmark, they're making decent movies now. 6 out of 10. The The Polar Express rewatch. It was Christmas Eve, so I had to. 10 out of 10. Doctor Who Season 11. I like Jodie Whittaker, but the stories are just alright. 7 out of 10. And to finish off the year, we have Return of the King Extended Edition rewatch. Honestly, after watching the theatrical and then the extended back-to-back, the theatrical almost seems incomplete without some of these scenes. 10 out of 10. And that concludes our catch-up for One Sentence Reviews. Life has kind of gotten in the way, if you will. Not necessarily kicked me in the balls, but like, it's just a lot's been happening. I've released some videos since the last One Sentence Reviews, but I'm hoping for 2024 to have even more videos. By the way, I hope you guys are liking how everything is looking. I am shooting on a new camera now. I shoot on the FX3 with the 24-70 G Master Sony lens, and I am absolutely adoring this camera. By the way, fun fact, the creator is filmed on this camera for the most part. Yeah, I'm just absolutely loving this. So I'm hoping you guys are enjoying everything. Like I said, I'm hoping to create a lot more this year, while also doing a lot more client work. And so we have reached the end of the episode. I hope you guys enjoyed. So sorry for the delay between episodes, but you know what? It is what it is. Have a good morning, afternoon, or night, or whenever you're watching this. And as always, peace. I don't know if you can see it, but this episode I've been wearing a Raiders of the Lost Ark shirt. I got it at Disney World. It's pretty cool. I also got another thing at Disney. I also got this bad boy. Ugh. That's the thumbnail. Okay, this is stupid. I'm done. The helmet's not stupid. I'm just saying this bit is stupid. People are going to be so confused when I have that in the thumbnail and it's like not in the video proper. Also, this is probably going to be like the longest episode ever, so this after credits bit is kind of going on for a long time, so gotta stop.